Good afternoon. My name is Cristina Palés, Marketing and Communication Manager at Johan Cruyff Institute. Join us for our 5th webinar in the series on Web3 and blockchain, together with our partner Zetly. Today, featuring Krystian Dryniak, a Web3 Marketing Specialist. Today's session, Navigating Web3, Integration and Future Outlook, will help football clubs with their Web3 social media strategies. We will cover marketing, communication tactics, and the future of Web3. You will also learn about evolving fan engagement and monetization, plus strategies for long-term growth. For more details on this series and future webinars, please visit our website. All webinars are available on our YouTube channel and website. We hope you enjoy and gain valuable insights from this webinar. Thank you for attending.
Hello everyone, this is Krystian Dryniak speaking. Welcome to today's webinar about navigating Web3 integration and future outlook, together with Zetly and Johan Cruyff Institute. So welcome once again in today's webinar. Today we will talk about social media strategy for Web3 integration, marketing and communication tactics in Web3, and visioning the future. So we'll talk about football clubs in a Web3 dominated world, how we can basically use Web3 in detailed solutions for our football clubs, evolution of fan engagement and monetization models. So we'll go through the history, how it was before, how it looks today, and what's going to happen in the future. And we'll talk about strategies for sustainable growth and adaptability. And obviously, at the end of today's webinar, we'll talk about your questions. So we'll go through a Q&A session on Web3 and the integration and future trends. So let's start. Social media strategy for Web3 integration. I used to work with social media strategies for more than a decade, and I have served more than 700 customers so far globally, included football clubs as well. So I'm quite experienced in this area basically, so I will try to give you as much as possible information about how to create a proper strategy while implementing Web3 strategy for your football club. So communication is the key, basically. So this is how we communicate with our fans, with our community. It's very important because we pass all that information about what we would like to achieve in Web3 industry as a football club, as a sportsman, as a footballer, as a trainee. So it's very important to, before you start everything, to prepare a proper social media strategy in place. So it requires focusing on the unique aspects of blockchain technology. You must remember that Web3 is quite different. So we had before Web1, which was like one-way communication. It was like only America Online. So issuers, right, people who wrote and created the content. Today we experience Web3. Before it was Web2 as well. So after Web1, we had Web2 section in history, and it was, for example, part of Web2 was social media, blogging. So we had two ways communication. And now we live in the blockchain and AI era. So it's basically, everything is given to the society, to our community. So remember, bear in mind that you should have knowledge about the blockchain technology. It's quite different about the centralization, about digital assets. So to create an effective strategy, you must consider several key elements. So basically at the beginning, it's very important to create goal definition and KPIs. So what I would like as a football club to achieve while implementing Web3 strategy. So you must define business and marketing goals that the strategy aims to support. And this could be like increasing brand awareness, engaging users, attracting investors, or selling tokens, NFTs. It depends on your actual situation, and you must build, your goal definition on your custom situation, right? So you should customize it while preparing for your football club, and apart from goal definition, so it might be as well building the community, pass the information about the web strategy and how it looks like for your fans, for your football club. So it's very important to define these goals. And apart from that, at the beginning, it's good to assess, establish, KPIs. KPI, it's a definition of key performance indicators. Someone smart said that what can be measured can be improved. So you need to assess KPIs, which one you will measure along the whole process. So towards these goals, basically. So you can measure, for example, if your fan base, how many new fans you basically get through your communication, how many tokens you sold, how many NFTs you sold. You can measure as well a reach of your audience, so to how many people you get with your information. And apart from that, you can measure post engagement, especially in social media. It's like engagement rate, which is one of the key performance indicators. Apart from that, you can measure as well, people participating in your actions, people who basically took participation in your special events as well. So you can measure everything, you can measure all the data, and by doing that, you will assess the improvement, right? From day one to for the period of time you have measured all these KPIs. But this is very important to define goals, what I want to achieve by implementing the social media strategy. Remember that you might also have previous social media strategy in place. So you are doing like an extension of this existing strategy, and you put an extra points, which includes Web3 activities. And apart from that, you must assess your audience, your target group, and do some kind of segmentation. So who you will communicate to, identify your target audiences. For example, for Web3, this might be cryptocurrency investors, developers, tech enthusiasts, NFT collectors, the fans of your football club, new people coming to see your games, your matches, and you might also conduct research on their preferences, online behaviors, and the platforms they frequent most. So some of the people have their favorite social media channel. So before basically creating social media strategy, you need to do your own research and assess which exactly social media channels your fans use, and by doing that, you will create strategy for yourself, and you will be sure that this is the right place, this is the right channel to communicate with my potential fans or existing fans. So it's very important. Along the way, also, while you communicate, you might analyze your social media communication on a weekly basis, on a monthly basis, every 3 months, 6 months, one time a year. So it depends on you. It depends on your strategy, how you will put this KPIs and audience analysis and segmentation in your strategy. But you can basically align your communication with individual preferences of your target audience. So it's very important to analyze on a weekly, monthly basis which posts are most, which posts in social media gained better reaches, right? Bigger audience. It's very important, and you should go this way. So what's your community. You will by doing that, you will get to know your community preferences, communication preferences, and you should basically align with these preferences of the communication. Apart from that, it's very important to choose the right platform and tool selection, communication channel. So you must choose platforms that best suit your goal and target audience. Bear in mind that, for example, in Web3 industry, popular choices include, for example, Twitter, Discord, Reddit, Telegram. Those four social media channels are very important, including Medium as well. But Medium, it's like a blogging platform. So if you've got for example, bigger content, you should run your Medium site as well. Remember that when we talk about SEO, right? So search engine optimization, it's very important to assess the best keywords for industry, for a football club, and then implement all those keywords in the whole communication in social media. It's very important, even on LinkedIn, even on personal profiles of people who are core team of your football club. So put the most known keywords, for your football club also there. So on the market, you have several different tools which you can use to assess what kind of most known keywords you should implement in your communication tactics. So you can use, for example, AI, ChatGPT. You can ask ChatGPT to tell you behave as a CEO specialist. And so you should start with writing your prompt with special kind of framework, such as SEO specialist, right? And give me most known keywords for my football club. Apart from that, you can use SEMrush. It's another international tool which can help you assess the most known keywords for your industry, for your football club, and then implement those keywords in your daily communication. So yes, assess what kind of social media channels you will choose in your social media communication. It's very important to have as much as possible, basically, because people have their favorite. But also bear in mind that you should go for video. You should go, which is YouTube, for example, second largest search engine in the world. Apart from that, you should, for example, use Twitter, which is very important, Discord, Telegram, LinkedIn for more business-oriented interactions, and also, for example, Instagram, Facebook, which are like lifestyle platforms, but also very popular. So, for example, Facebook has more than 3 billion users globally today, which means that this is very important communication tool, channel, social media channel for you. So consider using specialized tools for community management and post automation. So it's another thing. You might use different external software such as Hootsuite Buffer or Discord bots to communicate anytime. So you can basically plan your communication. You can create your communication calendar, and, for example, set all the communication in advance by using, for example, Hootsuite or Buffer or Discord bots. So very, very important information to assess this platform and to selections. This is very important as well. And now we go to content creation. Yeah, I mentioned that before. So you should develop a content plan that addresses various formats posts, blogs, videos, infographics, webinars. So you might use various formats. It's very important to make some kind of diversification in this forms. Basically focus on education, transparency, and building a trust, worthy relations with your potential fans. So make content in advance, for example, for 2 weeks or 3 weeks. Sometimes you will get, posts which could be published, straight away. So leave the place in your communication calendar for daily communication if necessary. And apart from that, use storytelling to share stories about the use of blockchain technology, community successes, or applications of tokens and NFTs. Basically, you should implement information about your Web3 strategy in your daily communication in social media. Remember that being part of Web3 industry is all about usability. So your community should know about forms of what basically can get, they can achieve by using your Web3 tokens, NFTs, what they can achieve, what kind of support they can get, and basically what kind of information. So it's very important to keep communicating about the possibilities you offer while implementing Web3 technology. So don't forget about education. It's very important. So you can basically start from scratches, and you can, when we talk about content creation, you can plan at the beginning the communication focusing only on education. So what's the token, what's NFT, what's what's Web3, what Web3 means in our football club. So it's very important. Don't forget about it. And apart from that, the engagement strategies, that's the next section. So plan regular interactions with audiences, including a very popular format, which is AMA, Ask Me Everything, Ask Me Anything. So you can run this kind of AMAs while creating your communication. Q&A sessions, contents. Also, when we talk about strategy, you can do token airdrops, which means that you drop some amount of tokens for free if your community or potential fans will do several different tasks to promote your tokens among their community, among their relatives, among their friends. So, for example, token airdrops are very popular in this industry. So, by, for example, sharing information about tokens of this football club to my friends on Facebook, I will get an extra points. If I share this information on Twitter, LinkedIn, and, for example, Telegram, my Telegram, I will get an extra points as well. So it's a very good idea to promote tokens at the beginning of implementing Web3 strategy and implementing tokens through the funds. Develop and maintain activity on forums and in groups where your community spends time. So Reddit, specialized Facebook groups, or maybe you've got your own Facebook group which you can use and communicate or run AMAs, Q&A sessions. You can answer people on daily basis. Basically. So after that, what's very important is monitoring and optimization. So once you get to know your KPI indicators, so you can analyze data to understand what works and what needs improvement. So as I said before, what can be measured, what can be improved. Remember that. Conduct regular audits of your social media activities, adjusting the strategy to changing market conditions and community feedback. But what's very important, remember that social media It's all about communication. It's all about dialogue. It's all about relationships with your potential fans. So be open-minded. Basically, remember that social media is a place to communicate. Nowadays, people more often use they would rather use social media channels. For example, write to you on Facebook, than, for example, calling you on your mobile phone. So it's easier for them to choose, the right Facebook page on their smartphone and ask the question this way. So remember that, and this your communication preferences have in mind, and use this huge potential to basically build your community, engage with them, educate your community, and you will save a lot of money on advertising, I would say, because this is your existing community, and social media strategy is very important during this whole process. So now we're going, apart from that, it's very important to have crisis management book, for example, right? So develop a crisis management plan to quickly respond to negative situations or events that could impact your brand's reputation. So it's very important to assess who is the part of crisis management team. So it can be like, communication specialist from the football club. It can be lawyer. It can be a member of board, for example. So 3 people are create this crisis management team before the crisis, right? Not after the crisis, because you will definitely experience sooner or later crisis management situation. So at the beginning, assess who is the part of this team, and after that, assess the plan. So how do you cope with the crisis management situation? And what kind of steps do you take to basically finish this crisis situation as much as possible, as quick as possible, sorry. And apart from that, it's very important to implement in place crisis management tools. So what I have in mind exactly, for example, you can implement tools such as Google Alerts. So while you have a Gmail account, you are able to go to Google Alerts functionality and put, for example, name of your football club to this tool, and Google will monitor keywords for you for free, and you will get on a daily basis a summary of discussion around the internet about your brand, about your name and surname. So by implementing Google Alerts, you can basically assess, crisis before it happens, basically, because in social media it takes, it comes very quickly, and it's everybody's talking about your brand. So put monitoring tools in place to basically assess crisis as quick as possible, and obviously legal compliance. So ensure all marketing activities comply with legal regulations related to cryptocurrencies and blockchain technology, especially concerning advertising and public offerings or tokens, NFTs. It's very important everything should be compliant with your local law, and you need to work on it with your legal advisor. So remember that creating an effective social media strategy for Web3 projects not only requires a deep understanding of technology, but you have, for example, technology partners, but also flexibility, creativity, and willingness to continuously learn and adapt to a rapidly changing environment, especially when we talk about Web3. So everything's changing. It's the same situation which we have with AI. Look that AI came with its tools right now, and law is behind about that, what AI offers. So they need to, come to the same level with the law, basically. So we have the same situation with Web3. So social media strategy for Web3 integration is very important, and it's from my point of view, it's the most important part of your communication strategy. Now, we're going to marketing and communication tactics in Web3. So basically, understanding the Web3 technology, when you start implementing a strategy, start educating yourself, because before you implement everything, before you create the strategy with your technology partner, you need to know what basically Web3 offers and what you can achieve by implementing its solutions to your football club. So educate your audience about blockchain, and you can then educate others about the blockchain, about the NFTs, about the cryptocurrencies, about the Web3 technologies, about the tokens, NFTs, about everything what your football club offers in Web3. Apart from that, building a community. So I said before about the usability standing behind your Web3 tools. It's very important. So, but you build a community on your stadium, you build the community on your social media channels. It's good to connect those two channels. So and implement online, offline strategies basically during the game match, and for example, the online as well. So basically connect those two words together. So engage community around Web3 values and technologies by utilizing platforms such as Discord and Telegram. But you name it, basically, right? You need to assess where is your fan base and what kind of tools they use, what kind of social media channels they use, and which direction I will go. Utilization of tokens and NFTs, so usability. Again, use tokens and NFTs to reward engagement and loyalty, enhancing interactions and a sense of belonging. So once again, you need to assess that with your technology partner and basically communicate to your fan base. Transparency and trust. So emphasize transparency through blockchain technology to build trust and credibility, especially with the new tools. Not everyone knows about Web3 industry, what Web3 industry offers to fans. So keep learning, keep educating your community, and you will see the progress. It takes time, but I think it's worth it. By doing that, you will build image of very innovative football club using latest technologies. It's very important. It's part of the brand awareness as well. And you give new tools to your fans, especially after a few slides, we will get to the history of engagement tools using by football clubs. So you will see how it's changed lately and where we exactly are at the moment. Collaborations and partnerships. It's very important to collaborate with influencers and thought leaders in Web3 space to increase reach and credibility. So when we talk about marketing and communication tactics in Web3, doesn't matter it's Web3 or it's Web2. I would say we should look into 360 degrees strategy, which means that you not only focus on online activities, you can also use offline activities, you can use leaflets, you can use different tools you have used so far. So it's very important to basically focus on 360 degree strategy. I mean, email marketing, loyalty programs, I mean, even printed tickets, if you have them. You should state information about, for example, your social media channels. So you should implement 360 degrees marketing strategy, and also which also includes influencers and thought leaders in the Web3 space to increase reach and credibility. So there are special software technologies as well on the market, which you can use to assess what kind of influencer I could cooperate with, basically to increase reach and credibility. When we talk about social media or marketing and communication tactics in Web3. So today, a lot of people listen to influencers and thought leaders. So your strategy definitely should include influencers as well in your strategy. So by using the software technologies, you can assess who is exactly this influencer in your area. So it's very important to do that as well. Apart from that, education is very important. Once again, so create and share educational content that helps to understand complex concepts and technologies of Web3. I said that before, so focus on simple definitions. What is token, what's NFT, what's Web3, what we can achieve together by using these latest technologies in our football club. Events and webinars. So you should keep communicating and you should be consistent in organizing online events, AMAs, Q&A sessions, webinars, workshops to educate and engage the community. Also, what you can do is choose, for example, from your fans, among your fans, you can choose representation of ambassadors of your fans, and you can work together with these ambassadors. Let's say it's gonna be like 7 to 10 people, and you can implement them, and you can work with them in cooperation with them by creating your marketing and communication tactics, or even the whole strategy, Web3 strategy for a football club. So include this kind of ambassadors of your fans, and you will get information straight from your fans, right? From representation of your fans, and you will hear this voice as well. So from my point of view, it's very important to listen everyone while implementing such an important strategy. So analysis and adaptation. So regularly analyze the effectiveness of your social media activities and adjust your strategy to all changing trends and audience preferences. On the market, there are several different software technologies which you can use to assess basically your communication preferences and what kind of reach you gain, and what are the interactions when you communicate in social media. So Buffer is one of them, for example, or Hootsuite tool. So it's very important that you communicate the right content to the right people, to the right target audience. Otherwise, you will be publishing, you'll be communicating content which is not interesting for your potential, for your fans, for your community. Utilization of multimedia. So as before, use various content forms, including videos, infographics, interactive posts, video, shorts, reels, for example, relations. Use all of them to better engage audiences interested in new technologies, and maintain ethics and responsibility, which is very important in Web3 sector, where innovation comes with risk. It's important to maintain an ethical approach to marketing and communication. By using that, you will build trust-worthy relationship with your fans and build trust, basically, right? You will be transparent, especially with this kind of technology. And now we are going to section envisioning the future football clubs in a Web3 dominated world. Right, so what future looks like while implementing this Web3 tools for football clubs. So we can basically issue fan tokens, right? So clubs can issue their own digital tokens that act as a currency within the club's ecosystem, enticing fans to purchase tickets, merchandise, and access exclusive content. So fan tokens are the main solution for football clubs for now. Apart from that, we can create NFTs and collectibles, issuing limited edition digital collectible cards of players, game moments, actions, top shots, like NBA or other unique content as NFTs, which can be bought, sold, and traded within our football club community. Partnerships and sponsorships. So by basically we can manage sponsorship and partnerships agreement using blockchain technology and attracting, by doing that, sponsors interested in modern forms of advertising. So why not implement a special relationship with new sponsors or existing sponsors and use the newest way of engaging fans? I think it might be worth doing for those brands and quite interesting. So bear that in mind. Apart from that, VIP areas and premium access, so offering blockchain-based VIP areas or premium subscriptions that provide access to special stadium areas and exclusive meetings. If you own several fan tokens, you, for example, in exchange for them, can get special treatments within our club. Digital tickets, so selling tickets as NFTs, which prevents counterfeiting and allows trading on decentralized markets. So as well, in the future, NFTs definitely will be the ticket will be ticketing system. So you'll be prepared. Educational and training platforms. So you can create digital courses and workshops that can be monetized through subscriptions or one-time fees. So obviously, apart from that, live match streaming, we can offer digital streaming of matches available only to token holders or for an additional fee, exclusive content. Product personalization, allowing fans to personalize purchase merchandise through blockchain, so it might be connected to our fan shop, e-commerce fan shop, virtual and augmented experiences, developing VR and AR experiences that can be sold as attractions during matches or as separate products, metaverse, for example, data and analytics, so we can monetize collected data about fans and their behaviors using tokens, which can be used for research and marketing purposes, especially for sponsors, while showing them data, what we achieved by our communication, and what we stated in our sponsor agreement. Metaverse, creating virtual stadiums and spaces for fans in the metaverse. It's a song of the future, but basically it's coming very quickly to us, where they can watch matches, participate in meetings, and interact, providing a new revenue channel. So for some people it might sound very innovative, but we going definitely towards this solutions, and all the main important platforms such as Facebook, for example, right, the Centraland or different providers going towards metaverse. Definitely. DAO, it's a decentralized autonomous organization, so we can establish a DAO for our fans who can use tokens to make decisions about certain aspects of the club's operations, increasing their engagement and loyalty. So yeah, they can basically decide together among the members of DAO organization within our football club. Broadcasting rights, so we can use blockchain to manage own and licensed broadcasting rights for matches, enabling more flexible and effective management of media rights revenue. So I have stated for you several different informations about envisioning the future, about how football clubs can use Web3 technology in the future. So you name it. And now we'll go through evolution of fan engagement and monetization models. So it changed a lot, I would say, lately. So the evolution of fan engagement and monetization models in the entertainment and sports industries has been very transformative, integrating technology and new media to create more immersive, interactive, and profitable experiences. Here's a look at how these models have evolved. So early stages, traditional models. So we had ticket sales and merchandising. at the beginning, right? Initially, fan could engage with our club. It was primarily passive, basically. The same situation as we had with Web 1.0, focusing on attendance at live events and merchandise purchases, right? So our fans came to the stadium and they could buy something to drink, to eat, our souvenirs, club souvenirs as well, and special collectible cards, different things which your football club offered. Broadcast rights. Revenue primarily came from broadcast rights for television and radio, right? So clubs at early stage could, so we are talking about 2 revenue streams in that stage. After that, digital revolution came to us. The rise of online and social media channels, right? So, and then we could get a fewer different activities. So platforms like Facebook, Twitter, Instagram allowed us to engage directly with brands and teams. Which increased interactions and fostering a more personal connection. So sportsmen could present and publish information about what they eat, how they train, behind the scenes, right, backstage or in the changing room, right? So social media gave us totally different new ways of engaging our potential fans. Then online merchandising came to place. So e-commerce platforms enabled fans to buy merchandise online, which went towards expanding revenue opportunities beyond physical venues. So which definitely increased revenue streams for football clubs. Then came mobile and streaming technologies came to place. Mobile apps, dedicated apps for teams and entertainment franchises, provided new ways to engage fans with real-time updates, exclusive content, and in-app purchases. So yeah, right now we have, for example, in the world, to be correct with you, we have 5 billion smartphones on the market right now, and 6 billion smartphones on the market, and 5 billion internet users, and 80% of them use smartphones. When we talk about global internet use, most of it comes from mobile tools, such as iPads, iPhones, and different smartphones. So streaming services as well, OTT streaming platforms allowed live streaming of events, subscriptions, and pay-per-view models, which could help diversify revenue streams significantly. So apart from that, we experienced emergence of interactive and participatory models. Fan participation platforms, technologies like virtual and augmented reality offered fans immersive experiences such as virtual tours of venues or augmented live events, interactive games, and fantasy sports. So we came to totally different area by using these latest technologies, and it became a significant source of fan interaction and monetization. And now we have adoption of blockchain and Web3 technologies. We talk through this webinar all the time about Web3 technologies, and now this is the time. So we can use, for example, fan tokens, cryptocurrencies, NFTs. Teams began to issue their own digital tokens and NFTs, providing fans with unique collectibles, voting rights, and access to exclusive content. So there was no situation like this in the past. Now our fans can be part of decision process, of voting rights as well. It's totally different situation right now. Decentralized platforms, DAOs, and smart contracts introduce new ways for fans to participate in decision-making processes. enhancing their sense of ownership and involvement. So DAOs are as well autonomous organizations, and we can be part of this DAO organization. And also advanced data analytics and personalization. So targeted marketing. Advanced data analytics enable personalized marketing strategies, enhancing fan engagement through customized content and offers. Dynamic pricing. So AI and machine learning were used for dynamic pricing of tickets and merchandise based on demand. Maximizing revenue opportunities. So when we put that everything all together, it gives us plenty of possibilities, plenty of opportunities for our football clubs to use this model, this tech stack, and this latest technologies to engage, to build, to extend our community. When we talk about future trends, Web3 is a part of it, but we are in one foot in it already. Integration of AI and machine learning. Predictive analytics. So AI could predict fan preferences and behavior tailored marketing engagement strategies even more finely. Automated personalization. So AI-driven content creation and interaction, providing fans with highly personalized experiences based on their engagement history and preferences. So software technologies, I have mentioned before, all of them starting to use AI solutions as well. So nowadays we decide, we are more smart in decision process by using this latest technologies such as AI, blockchain, Web3. But don't forget about ethical and sustainable engagement. So sustainability initiatives we can implement, among all these interactions, all these activities, environmentally friendly practices in merchandise production, event hosting, maybe using, cups for soft drinks, which can be used. One cup can be used for altogether for a long period of time. So we don't have to throw them away, but we can use still the same cups and basically wash them. So it's up to you what you will decide, but focus on environmentally friendly practices as well while implementing all the strategies. And ethical fan data use. So as data becomes central to engagement strategies, maintain transparency and ethical standards in data collection and use it for this purpose. So these models continue to evolve. They focus on interactivity, personalization, and ethical practices. So they can give you give you new and optimize existing revenue streams. So this evolution is very significant shift from passive spectatorship to active participation, which shapes the future landscape of sports and entertainment industries. So bear this in mind. Remember that you can always connect with me on LinkedIn and ask questions personally. So here's the QR code which you can scan and basically ask questions. Maybe you can invite me on LinkedIn as well. Let's stay connected together. So I would like to thank you very much for your time today. I hope that I passed a few information, passed some knowledge to you, and you will use it to your advantage. Thank you.